Hi, my name is Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek at SPIEL 2016. I'm sitting down with Attila Szőgyi of A Games. I know, I was working on his last name. As we said, we're just going to call you Attila now. So
yeah, that's fine.
And you've brought us Ave Roma.
Yes.
Which is your game, name on the box.
Yes, that's fine.
What are we trying to accomplish in Ave Roma?
In Ave Roma, we are in the ancient Rome, and we would like to get as many influence as we can. Of course, that means victory points. Yeah.
We got a nice little track around the board there. But I think what is going to stand out to people right away is not a typical board.
Yeah.
In that we've got a beautiful circle instead of your.
It's not regular in that way. We have a few, I think, innovative elements. So yeah,
so
we had a decent success.
If you were going to describe the mechanics of your game, what would be some of the major highlights?
The major part of the game is it is a worker placement game where everyone has the same color of workers. So as you see, everyone has white workers in this game, and I think this is a unique element. So in the action phase, we send out all of our workers. We start with a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, so every worker has a value. And after that, in the second phase, in the refill phase, we will get back different amount of workers. So we'll mix up everything. And you have the base thing in the game. You have to think ahead many more than in other games. So not just short and balls. You have to think ahead for the next round when you get back all the workers. So it's a little bit mind blowing sometimes. But yeah, so you have to think through all of your future actions too. Okay. The game consists of 3 phases: action phase, refill phase, and another phase when we set up the new player order. In the action phase, the basic rule is very simple. You choose a worker, you place somewhere on the board, and do the action right away.
I was going to say, that's because if I then come there later, who's to say which one is my one and which one is your one?
That's the trick part, yeah. So we send out all of our workers, and after that we will have groups on every actions, a group of workers on every actions, and in that phase, in reverse player order, we choose only one action, and
so that becomes your new group.
By default, we will get back all the workers until we have to choose from that group, because you will have 5 workers again, so we fill up to 5 again. So, but by default, you have to take all.
Huh. So it's possible if an area was really popular that you could be able to take a batch of 1s and 2s and have a very good placement for next
possible,
round.
Yeah. Or for example, the questor is strong. If you use higher numbers, then maybe you will have 4s, 5s, and you have to think ahead in a different way. The actions itself are very simple. For example, on the questor, you get coins depending on the value. If I play, for example, a 4, I get 8 money, doubled in coins. In the Aedilis, you play a worker which is highlighting an area card on the board, which are on the middle of the board. Actually, we have a 2-sided board. In the other side, we have a different picture. So I like the other side more because it's more simple to see all the area cards in a line. But the thing, you choose one area, you get all the resources from that area. For example, 4 means I get all the resources from that. You set your resources on your own board.
Right, yeah, so each one of these is our personal
Yes, everyone has a different board. In your board, you set up all your basic resources. You have a surplus resource which cannot be bought, only you can get if you manage to fill one of the other resource.
I see. Yeah. So if
for example, if you have 3,
my extra wheat's
your
gonna
stock is full,
right, it's
you
gonna
can choose
shunt
to
over there.
get surplus or money. So everyone has different values for the resources. For example, if you do this and get, for example, free wheat, then you can choose to increase your surplus or some surplus and, for example, money for the others, two coins per wheat. So this is a resource management part with money and basic resources. Also, we have the Mercator, where you can trade,
exchange things out,
sell any amount of goods,
right,
and buy from that area card, which is highlighted again.
And anticipating, I'm guessing that we're going to be spending some of those things for some of these, right?
Here for buildings, mostly with basic resources. You can support wars with mostly with surpluses, or you can buy patrons for more likely money. All a little bit different. Actually, the patrons are more different than, for example, these two. These two always contain point and area influence. The area influence can be used on the proprietor action, where again you can increase your area influence on the highlighted area. Also, we have political influence on our board, which can be increased on the Rome action. But this is required for the patrons if you want to activate it.
Definitely all connected together.
Because these are giving you benefits for another action, or actually for the Senatus action. Also gives you endgame points. So there are many connections.
And you know, just because you mentioned it, I am really curious now just to take. I'm going to take this. So it might be hard. Nice. Well, at least it might be hard to see for people to realize that this is a puzzle piece board. So there's just the flip side for that one slice. So it's the same. This flip side, it's still the same game, just a different design, or is it
just a different design?
So you might just find one a little bit easier on the eyes, or like
somebody likes this more. Somebody likes the artwork better. So.
I mean, I think that's great that you gave people the option just to have, two different styles in the same game.
The game was on Kickstarter, and we had many discussion about this, and many people like the, we say the old board, because that was the tested.
Earlier one, yeah.
I personally like that more, but many of the people like the artwork or would like to see beautiful artwork, so we kept both sides.
Well, I'm really excited you were able to come by. It's always great when we get the designer to be able to give us the first-hand experience. Was there anything that struck you as being that you're particularly proud of, since this is your design, your game? Is there one element that was just when it came together, you yes?
Actually, most of the game is mine. I had a part in the graphic. I developed, of course. I had, of course, with the publisher, we had very much help from a magazine too. We have a board game group, so we got many help. But I am proud because we are not a huge publisher yet. and I think it's a huge thing for us. But I like the unique worker placement mechanism. Some other small things that are different from other games.
Well, Attila, I'm so glad you were able to bring this by. And if you guys are interested in checking it out, this is Ave Roma from A Games. And thank you for letting us take a look.
Thank you very much.